It's been difficult to ignore how much Credit Suisse has been mentioned lately, which has caught the attention of many. Investors in Credit Suisse are increasingly losing faith in this stock, which has dropped by approximately 20% in the past few weeks alone. In other words, investors who own Credit Suisse bonds are now lined up in droves to buy insurance to protect them from a potential Credit Suisse default, since credit default swap prices are through the roof. In today's video, we will look at the available facts and experts' opinion on the possibility of Credit Suisse triggering another market crash like that in 2008. So, let's get started. It all began a few weeks ago with news that Credit Suisse, Switzerland's second-largest bank, may be considering raising capital. Investors haven't been too pleased with Credit Suisse for a while now. In fact, the stock has been awful since 2015, and it's no secret that they've been implicated in several really horrible scandals, including the tuna bond fraud, the green sale scandal, the failure to stop cocaine traffickers from laundering money, and the replication of a staggering $5.1 billion loss due to U.S. hedge fund Archegos default in March of last year. Credit Suisse has made so many mistakes that have seriously hurt it over the past few years. Now, it plans to announce a significant business restructure. The only issue is that they might need a little more funding to make that happen, and the stock has actually fallen since news of a potential 4 billion Swiss franc capital raise appeared in the media a few weeks ago. The capital raise was originally reported by Reuters on September 23rd, the same day when the price of Credit Suisse stock dropped 12.5%. They said that Credit Suisse is seeking new funding from investors. According to two people with knowledge of the situation, it has been contacting them 4 times in the past 7 years as it tries to completely reorganize its investment company. According to ZKB analyst Christian Schmideiger, up to 4 billion Swiss francs is missing for the upcoming restructuring, the growth plans in wealth management, and for the accumulation of equity capital with the potential sale of the securitized products unit, and the reduction of risk in the balance sheet. It appears that they want capital, but only if they do so after the stock has shredded 55% over the last 1 year. That's unfortunate for shareholders, since in addition to the paper loss, they also now face significant dilution. But aside from the falling share price, investors' confidence is also becoming a problem. Many of the current comments about the 2008 financial crisis on Twitter are coming from this news, which has also caused the prices of Credit Suisse credit default swaps to surge. Credit default swap is what Michael Burry started his purchase in 2005 in preparation for the financial crisis. So, to understand credit swaps, just consider auto insurance. You get insurance to shield yourself from financial loss in the event that your car is totaled. The credit default swap operates in the same way. In this specific instance, people are purchasing the credit default swap as insurance against the possibility that Credit Suisse's bonds may default, and that Credit Suisse will not be able to reimburse us as the bondholder. Now, as you might anticipate, if the bondholders start to worry about the bank's stability, they may attempt to purchase some of these swaps to protect themselves in the event that Credit Suisse fails. And like with many assets, when demand increases and everyone is buying, the asset's price rises. The spreads on the bank's credit default swaps, which provide insurance against the company defaulting, suddenly increased, signaling investor concerns over its financial health. Credit Suisse CEO Ulrich Körner has sounded the warning bell, saying the company is going through critical moments. He is conscious that there is lots of uncertainty and speculation both outside and within the company. Corner says he is committed to reshaping Credit Suisse for a long-term, sustainable future. On the other hand, Corner also assures the employees that the executive board is making good progress in finalizing the strategic review. He also prepared talking points for employees when faced with customer questions about the bank's position. One of the talking points is to say that Credit Suisse is sufficiently capitalized to withstand the jolts of the markets. The Financial Times reports that senior Credit Suisse executives also spent the weekend reassuring large clients, counterparties, and investors about the bank's liquidity and capital position in response to concerns raised about its financial strength. However, the mood around Credit Suisse is gloomy. Employee morale is down, contract staff have not received their new job offers, and staff departures are happening at an abrupt pace. Again, everything here may be true, but it doesn't really convince you, does it? And while Credit Suisse may be completely fine, this is the biggest issue we're seeing right now. In reality, a lot of financial organizations are even standing up for Credit Suisse, but the actual issue here is a developing confidence crisis. And for a bank, a crisis of trust can quickly escalate into a real financial crisis because customers may begin to withdraw money, and if enough individuals do so at once, the bank may be in serious trouble. But here's the thing, even if there is never a bank run, deteriorating investor confidence could still result in serious issues. As you may recall, Credit Suisse is allegedly looking to raise 4 billion Swiss francs to close a hole. This looming issue becomes more unpleasant every day that investor confidence wanes and the share price drops. Yet, up until now, that has been the story. On Twitter, a number of people are shouting Lehman moment, but the truth is that the bank is simply poorly managed and investors are losing a lot of faith in it. The worst case scenario is for the Credit Suisse to file for bankruptcy, but the company is digging in and fighting it out. As usual, if you learned something valuable, please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more contents like this. You can check out more videos on the channel and share. See you in the next one.